Guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel. As always, very grateful. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everyone is okay. This video is going to be basically a follow-up from a question. Shout out to you, Rafi, my brother over there in Puerto Rico. He asked a great question about the video I made on the jab. He said, you know, I'll put it up on the screen. Is it better, and I'm going to use air quotations for better, to turn your foot when you're jabbing like that, or step in and, you know, obviously put your foot on the ground, leave your back foot planted, step with the front foot? Now, neither one's better. It just depends on the situation, right? For example, if my opponent is right here and I'm just banging the jab like that, boom, the turn of the foot is a bit more advanced. You know, if you're a beginner, you don't necessarily need to do that or focus on it. I would just focus on getting the punch from a nice stance from your chin straight up here, right? I'll do that as I turn my foot. You could just do it, boom, like that, right? Once you get that, then you can start to really learn to work in the hips and stuff. Obviously, if you want to do that, that's fine. The only reason I'm saying sometimes there's a lot of information for beginners to take on board, like turning the foot, turning the hips, turning the shoulders, turning this, snapping the punch, keeping the chin down, so it can be overwhelming. So I would just master this, right? And then you can develop it to that. Now this, right? This is for distance, right? If my opponent's here, I can't reach him unless I do that. I mean, I meant to say if my opponent's, like, you know, let's just say a foot in front of this hand here, I can't reach it just jabbing like that. So a little step in, leaving my back foot on the floor.
Just to be clear, you can step in with the back foot as well and bring yourself closer to your opponent that way. That creates it and turns it into a power jab. So, you know, there are other options, but I'm just talking about when you keep your back foot on the ground.
It's gonna help me get that distance, and it's gonna bring more power. The key is you gotta make sure you snap it at the same time the foot lands, right? That's when the power connects. Use the ground, boom. So you step and you plant that foot, boom, boom, as opposed to right here, bing, 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 boom. It really depends on the situation. And if you're really more advanced, boom, get your head off the line. Boom, get your head off the line, right? Boom. Hope that answers your question, mate. And I'm all ears for questions, you know, so if you guys have any and I make any videos, respectfully hit the comments and I will make a separate video about it, because, you know, I really want to help people as much as I can. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you as always for tuning in. Peace.